Shout out to J&J.
So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKill, with my favorite co-host,
James Gerwin.
And this morning, y'all finna get served with J&J Sports episode 91 on this good football division round Sunday. James, how you feeling, man?
We're right in the middle of NFL playoffs, so I feel great. A lot of great games we've got.
Oh, yeah, we just want to get into it. Glasses off. It's time to get serious. Before we start, you guys, we have an announcement to make. We will be transitioning back to UHDI radio station. Just for a little while, but they invited us to come back. And y'all know we made history over there, so y'all, if y'all want, y'all can check us out on the UHDI radio website. Coming real soon. Yeah, James, how you feel about it?
I feel great. It's going to be great to be back where J&J Sports all started.
Yeah,
Also, y'all can still catch our episodes on YouTube.
Exactly. We'll still be on YouTube. We'll still be on Instagram. All that. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, just to give y'all that announcement. But, James, I'm ready, man. We got some stuff to cover. You ready, man?
I'm ready.
First things up, professional boxing. So, the matchup of the Lords Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford will be revealed sometime in March. But they're landing for May. This is going to be one of the biggest fights of 2025. And I can't wait to see who is the biggest fighter. James, have you heard anything about this?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm kind of a bit of a Crawford fan, so I enjoy watching them box and just all the lead up and everything too.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the fights that I like to see because it's gonna test, both great fighters to see who's really, the biggest. Just to get us started, man, how big is this fight gonna be for both fighters?
It maybe could be argued that this is one of the bigger fights that both of them have had because, they're both major names in boxing.
Yeah.
And this is a matchup to me that just makes sense.
Yeah, this is going to be epic, James. I mean, we're going to witness two great defensive fighters go against each other in a heavyweight match. And just to show who can out-tire and outthink the other opponent, right? So we look at Canelo Alvarez's record right now. He has 62 wins. 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 knockouts, and he's won multiple world championships in 4 different weight classes. I mean, man, James, he's a beast. He's definitely going to be goated, especially on the Mexican side. He's up there with one of the greats.
Yeah, that 4 different weight classes, too. I mean, that's special. That takes a lot.
One thing I noticed about him, he always kind of stayed in like that same 160, 5'8", 70 in them weight classes. And then we look at Terence Crawford. He has 41 wins, 0 losses, 31 knockouts, and he became the undisputed champion in 2 weight classes in a 4-belt era. Pretty impressive. Like I said, I love Crawford, man. Great fighter, great defensive fighter as well. He's smart. He's a really smart fighter when you think about it. Even though both fighters have achieved in different weight classes, who should be the most worried? And I'll let you go in there now.
I mean, just looking by the numbers here, Alvarez, he has, almost twice as many wins as Crawford.
Yeah.
So, there's something to maybe be nervous about there, but Crawford has fought a lot of very experienced, major names in boxing.
Yeah. And for me, even though Crawford is a beast and his record shows he would have to be, I think he would be the most worried just because of the size difference between the two. Alvarez has way more weight. I believe he's 147. He's 168 right now. So almost 170, 150. Almost 20 pounds over him. Which means the only thing that's worried, can he take Alvarez's hits, right? That's the only thing because and you have to be affecting, you hitting Crawford, he has to feel those. I mean, Crawford hitting him, Alvarez has to feel those hits. So that's the only thing that worries me. How are you going to tire him out? You know what I mean? In the round. So I think that's the only thing. If we look at the size difference, like I said, 168, Terence Crawford is 147. So yeah, almost 20 pounds. Fairly. Do you feel like that's going to be an issue?
That's a good question. What if being smaller in this case is like possibly an advantage, considering being able to move a little bit faster. That might be the decider.
And I'm pretty sure he's watching film, like, okay, watching Alvarez, like, okay, this is what he does, this is how he moves. I'm gonna figure out a routine. I'm pretty sure he's doing that now. So if he has a good strategy and can stick to it, yeah, absolutely. I definitely think he can win. It's just the size difference. Can you take those hits, those blows? Because Alvarez knows when he's ready to throw them, he's gonna throw them. You know what I mean? That's for sure. Y'all let us know who y'all favorite fighter and who y'all want to win. And before we get into the next one, man. Oh, and we have a possible fight list. Which fighter would you like to win and why?
I gotta lean a little bit more towards Crawford just because we've covered him multiple times on the show. We're really familiar with him. And also, looking at how he's just a little less accomplished, he could definitely use this one.
Yeah, I mean, if he can beat him, James, he can really change the game. I mean, making history of being an underweight class, beating an overweight class, you know what I mean, taking over that weight class. So, like I said, I want him to win too, but like I said, I'm really rooting for both because I like Alvarez, good guy, you know what I mean, good fighter. So, but yeah, we definitely on Crawford though. Y'all let us know who y'all want to win in this fight. It's gonna be a good matchup, and we definitely gonna be covering it and watching it. So I can't wait to see that one. Before we get into the sports news of the day, James, we got some other possible fights that I've been watching over the internet and stuff like that. So the first thing up, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, part 2. James, how do you feel? Do you feel like they need a rematch? Because if we look at the situation, he sued him, after losing the fight, which it seems pretty petty to me. He dropped the lawsuit, and now it could be a possible rematch. Should it be a rematch? And would you like to see it?
I would love to see it, and I think considering there was that lawsuit, everybody wants to see this rematch.
See that? Oh yeah, it's tension build up. I already know, like, it's gonna be the same result. I don't think it's really anything's gonna change if they do fight, because like I said, Devin might be a little more better if they fight again, but I still think Garcia's gonna take that because I mean it's tension built up now. Like you're lawsuit, you're doing all this stuff, bro. I'm gonna destroy you in the ring. Like that's probably what he's thinking. And then next up we got Devin Haney again versus Adrian Broner, and I would love to see that. Honestly, I would love to see that over Garcia for real. Just to see if Broner still got it. You know what I mean? Would you like to see that fight?
Yeah, and do you think that there's more possibility for the Haney Broner or the Haney Garcia?
I think the Haney Broner because I think the Garcia. I feel like he's gonna try to wait it out.
And there's still that like other stuff going on.
Right. Plus that lawsuit is really fresh. He just dropped it, so I don't know. You know what I mean? It just depends on his mindset, Garcia's mindset. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Of course, Haney gonna do it for the money, but I think Adrian Broner and Devin Haney for sure. And like I said, if they do fight, I would like Broner to take that. I think Broner might take that, even though he's older, and a lot of people like, he can take it for sure. And then of course, this one's happening to Gervonta Davis and Lamar Roach. Now. Gervonta Davis did announce once he wins this fight, he has some fighters that he's going to announce at the end, like some big fighters. Who do you think he's going to call up?
Yeah, I mean that's the big question. And I wonder if it's going to be fighters that he's going to want to actually like go ahead and then fight after calling them out.
Yeah.
And it just depends on how excited he is and like how the boxing matchup goes.
I know it's not Stevenson because he already said he's not a matchup. Like he's not nobody important. He feels like. I think either Crawford, Alvarez, just somebody big. I want him to say somebody big to really.
I wonder how Stevenson would feel about that though. I mean, he'd probably be up for the challenge. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know who's running from it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if you feel like you could just dominate him, why not fight? Let's do it. So I would say Stevenson. I would like to see Stevenson, Crawford, and maybe Alvarez So we'll keep you guys updated on that fight list. Who's actually fighting once they put out the dates? Like I said, but the Gervonta Davis and Lamar Roach is definitely happening. Now